So we know about Raphael and his prison situation in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. But now we're going to talk about my personal favorite turtle, Michelangelo, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2. Yo, what are we waiting on? Roll that intro, cuz. Yeah. What's going on, Geek Corner? This is Earth's Matt, the mad scientist, and this is the Orange Phoenix Show, comic book declassified, where we talk about the most recent issues in comics, as well as past issues, as well as character bios, if you ask for it. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you get notified on all of our content, whether in all our lives, because we have lives every Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And you might want to stick around to the end of this video, because we'll let you know what the next comic we are going to cover. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2. Now, let's get into it. So, as expected, we last left off with Raphael, and he escapes the prison, and now it goes on to the next turtle in line, and that is Michelangelo, the youngest of brothers, and my personal favorite turtle. And unsurprisingly, he is in Tokyo, Japan, and he is the biggest movie star in the world. This man is widely known. And in this particular comic, the world knows about the Ninja Turtles. They are not shocked at the sight of them. And that makes it very, very interesting to me. And it should be interesting to you as well. But Michelangelo goes through these scenes in the beginning of the comic, and he talks about how he's the biggest movie star in the world, and riding limos, taking pictures with paparazzi, taking selfies, doing all kinds of things. And it seems on the surface that he's living his dream on things that he wants to do. Now, if you watch the 2003 Ninja Turtles or the old school Ninja Turtles from the 80s and the early 90s, you know Michelangelo is the life of the party. He is the party dude. He is the one with the most bubbly personality out of the 4 turtles. And so this is why this is no surprise. You fast forward to this big dinner that Michelangelo is having with these executives, these directors, like these high-end guys and gals that is in the movie industry. And he says something crazy like, hey, thank the chef. This is the best meal I've ever had. And with this inner dialogue, he talks about how this wasn't the best meal he ever had. And the best meal he ever had, or the best memories of food he ever had, is something that will surprise you in his inner dialogue. And he's talking about pizza with his brothers in the sewers. Sometimes it's about the location and the people that are around you versus the food, and that sometimes people and energy and atmosphere make the food taste better. And it's almost like Michelangelo saying he's living a lie, and like he misses his brothers at the same time. Like, you got everything that you want, you in the movie industry, like you widely known, widely popular, but something's still missing, and that is the brothers. And you fast forward over to the condo that he's at, big flat screen TV, sofas and everything, but the way he's sitting in the couch, right, it just caught me off guard, because he's sitting there like with the dad bod, with his gut out, and he got a tummy ache from eating frozen pizza. And then all of a sudden, these ninjas showed up. And, he's thinking, hey, all right, y'all picked the wrong house to come at me. Y'all picked the wrong house to do what you need to do. But you know what? You're going to end for a rude awakening. He picks up these nunchucks, and I'm like, oh, man, Mikey's about to go to work. Come to find out, it's just foam nunchucks, which he forgot. He just got movie props. And he basically gets the tar beat out of him. He gets his shell kicked. And he has this inner dialogue with himself, and he's just going through the motions, and he realizes that these ninjas are trying to kill him. And he has these flashbacks of his brothers. He sees imagery of his brothers, and it's like, I'm fighting Ralph, I'm fighting Donnie, I'm fighting Leo. I got to get out the way. And he has this imagery of Raphael stabbing him pretty much at the front part of his shell with his side, and some of the poison that he got from eating that frozen pizza, because he had food poisoning earlier, makes him snap out of it. He realizes, these are not my brothers. I need to get some real nunchucks. And what he grabs is diamond encrusted nunchucks, man. Like, can he have this for the rest of the series, man? Because diamond encrusted nunchucks is crazy. On the panel, it looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous, and he is blinding these ninjas, and he is going to work into high heaven, and these ninjas do not stand a chance against Raphael because he is laser focused at this point. And then he goes on to finish off the last ninja, only to be called by his brother Ralph. And Ralph goes on to state, he said, I came as fast as I could. Looks like the Foot Clan was faster. Mikey, listen, we've got to. And a minute at that point, Mikey strikes Ralph. Like, yo, what is going on? I don't know if he's still like hallucinating or whatever the case may be, because I'm thinking he snapped out of it. But yes, he smacks Ralph a good one in the face with those diamond encrusted nunchucks, and more ninjas showed up. But to their shock, Mikey and Ralph are going one-on-one. And that is it. And there's a big chunk of this comic that we are missing out, because you want to know why? You want to know why I skipped like various parts, some real critical parts? Because I want you to go to your nearest comic book store and get this comic for yourself. Get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. Get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2. Man, I guarantee you it will not disappoint you. Now, the next comic will be released in October, which will basically talk about Leonardo. And you would think he'll be the last turtle you talk about, but nah, he's the third. So we definitely gonna be covering Leonardo. And if you did not see our video on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description below. Right then and there, we got you. Now, the next comic we are going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Absolute Power #3 from DC Comics, because in October, we got all in. We got Absolute Wonder Woman. We got Absolute Batman. We got Absolute Superman. And for what I'm understanding, Absolute Darkseid too. So it seems to me that the Absolute Power storyline is going to lead into the Absolute Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman comics. But we're definitely going to jump into some Absolute Power #3. I'm glad you hung around and stuck around for me explaining Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2, for you to get that interest to go out there and get it. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. Again, get notified on all of our videos that we post. So until next time, y'all, peace.